Hello again, good afternoon to you. Time for business. The National Petroleum Authority, NPA, is justifying the decision by government to impose taxes on and levies on the transport of marine gas oil in the country. According to the NPA, unscrupulous petroleum service providers try to cheat the system by dumping marine oil meant for export back into the local market to make some economic gains and for tax avoidance purposes. The situation is set to be estimated at 18 million Ghana cedis in loss of tax revenue in 2017. In an interview with Joy Business, Chief Executive of the NPA, Hassan Tampuni, disclosed this is why the special petroleum tax has been extended.
The 2018 budget, the Finance Minister has imposed some taxes, levies and margins on the price of MGO foreign. So that will take out the difference in price. Because essentially it's the same diesel that we consume at homes in our vehicles that is being used for the MGO. So there is an incentive to divert. Okay, for once there is an incentive to divert and the prices differ, naturally, people will be amenable to using some other means to divert it onto the market. So now you are paying the same price on MGO foreign as you pay at the pump by way of tax. So nobody really is going to put in place any measures at all anymore. So we in NPA, we have these projections that we do on a yearly basis. There's a projection of at least 5% increase from the previous year's volumes. So, and that has been consistent, it's been working like magic. So when you have a situation where the recorded official volumes do not meet the 5% potential increase, then there's a problem. So you have the estimates, you have the actuals. And by our estimates, there's been some serious leakages until sometime August, thereabouts, when the economic management team made some intervention for us to roll out. And that kind of abated all these leakages. I'm sure it could have been more, but for the intervention of the economic management team, which gave us the immediate, powers to do what we had to do.
Now, it could be a good time if you are in business of imports. This is because cedi continues to gain grounds against the dollar on the interbank market. The cedi is this morning being sold at in commercial banks at around 4 Ghana cedis 49 pesos. The following report looks at how these developments are impacting on the operations of some businesses and individuals.
Development means that for some of these firms that were importing, let's say, every week, they should be making some savings, which could be put back into business or passed on to consumers by reviewing the prices of their goods sold on the market. Since this country is heavy on imports, the trend may help reduce the cost of operations as well as the cost of clearing their goods at the port, since some charges are pegged against the dollar. For businesses and even individuals that are servicing dollar loans, if the facility was not negotiated at a fixed rate, then their cost repaying these debts could go down. On the economy, the country's budget of 15 billion cedis to service interest on loans contracted this year could also go down, a development that could help reduce the public debt, which has reached 139 billion cedis. Analysts have attributed to the city's recent good run to less demand for dollars by firms because of developments in China.
And that's it for now. There's more business ahead on the marketplace. My name is Emmanuel Abwaji Riafi. Have a good afternoon.